Up the cross-examination, they discussed the questions. It was an improper question. She really was just saying those questions to get them in front of the jury, knowing that it would be difficult to get them in through the objections, and ultimately the state ends up resting their case as well. Let's bring in civil rights and trial attorney Adanté Pointer to talk about this testimony. Adanté, got to get your reaction. Did he deliver the goods for the state? I'd have to say yes.
Yeah, he delivered the goods. He signed, sealed, and delivered those goods. The defendant, I'm sure, is squirming in his seat and is probably, has some choice words for his brother. But it's too late for that now because the jury's heard the evidence. And I think you're right. The prosecution was reaching with those last series of questions. But I also think that they're going to be subject to some serious admonishment from the judge, telling her to watch her behavior as the case moves forward.
Yeah, that was the defense. You said prosecution. Those were the defense's questions. And again, as I said, whether they were answered or not, I think she wanted just to get that information in front of the jury that you don't think he's capable of doing this. At least that's something they would have heard. There is a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel because there's this sense, and the brother agreed to it, that this guy likes to tell stories. It's something he's done throughout his life. It's something that he's done. We saw a little bit of it, I think, in the jailhouse stuff there. He told stories about his brother, likes to tell stories. Little tiny bit of light there at the end for the defense to kind of hang a hat and say, well, he told you this, but he didn't really mean it.
Well, from the defense perspective, in a case like this, you're looking for any and everything as a possible way out. So yes, the defense, I'm sure, will make a lot of hay of that. Well, he doesn't even think he could do it. He tells stories. Did the brother really do this? But the counterbalance to that is all the other details that he gave his brother, at least that the brother is able to tell, that apparently match up to some degree with the way in which they think that this horrible, horrible loss of life, or at this stage, missing person, is dealing with.
Yeah, and at the very least, he did admit to his brother that he was having this relationship with this girl, and that too is one of the crimes here that is, in Florida, punishable by death. I don't know if that'll hold up ultimately if it ends up in the Supreme Court, but at the end of the day, that testimony is there as well. All right, Adanté Pointer, thank you so much for joining me tonight. Truly appreciate it. Glad I could share this really riveting testimony with you. We'll see you again real